Did a bird strike take down a tourist helicopter in New York City's Hudson River?
In a new report, investigators are revealing evidence that appears to have caused the aircraft to break apart in flight, causing that 2025 crash.
That's right. Chief Transportation Correspondent pilot May-Kay Beeler joining us. You've covered this crash extensively since it happened last April, but the National Transportation Safety Board now has their latest findings. May-Kay, what are we finding out?
Kind of surprising, at least to me. So just to remind everybody, the accident killed all 6 people on board, including a Spanish family of 5, 3 children and their parents, and the pilot of the sightseeing helicopter. Now, in a series of investigative reports released just days ago, the NTSB determined the chopper likely crashed after hitting a flock of geese. The chopper was operated by New York Helicopters, which ultimately went out of business after the tour operator was grounded by the FAA in the wake of the crash. The accident happened during the 8th sightseeing flight of the day out of a downtown Manhattan heliport. Now, on this fatal flight, it had circled the Statue of Liberty after taking off from a lower Manhattan heliport. So the aircraft was near the New Jersey shore when it broke apart mid-flight, flipping and spiraling into the water. According to reports, one witness in the nearby apartment complex told investigators he saw the helicopter fall like a brick, saying he remembered seeing, quote, hundreds of birds, end quote, flying in the area. Another witness, she was running along the Hudson, saw what she described as 20 very big, very fat birds take flight in front of her, headed for the river, and minutes later she heard a bang as the chopper broke apart midair.
It's so sad. As investigators look at this crash, May-Kay, what was it that they determined that it could have been a bird strike?
So it was the remains of the birds, of feathers. So they found that on the wreckage, and it was analyzed by the Smithsonian Institution's Feather Identification Lab. A spokesperson there said a mixed species flock of Brant and Canada geese severely impacted the rotor blades and the rear of the aircraft, causing the tail section to fall off. The helicopter broke into 3 main sections. There was a great black seagull was hit by flying debris from the tail section. It's such a hard force, it mangled the bird and caused the bird wing to separate and come to rest on a rooftop with other helicopter debris. That's what the lab found, and according to the FAA, the number of bird strikes reported, well, it's gone up in recent years to an increased wildlife populations, more flights, faster and quieter aircraft, and better reporting. The NTSB, even though this sounds like this would be the probable cause, the agency has not stated it as a probable cause of the crash, at least not yet. According to CNN, the agency will come out with a final report likely by the end of the year.
And of course, we know that the river, the same side as the Miracle on the Hudson ditching after a bird strike there impacted flight 1549. As a pilot, have you ever hit a bird in your plane?
I've had some close calls. I have hit a bird. The close calls typically about 500 feet above the ground. This is at Piedmont Trot International Airport. It was a hawk. We looked at each other's eyes. I climbed, it dove.
Wow.
Didn't hit it. But flying into Oshkosh, Wisconsin, we're having a huge air show going on right now. Landing, just getting ready to touch down in the landing flare, boom, one of my engines hit a bird. It was a little bird. So I let the tower know so they could clean it up, because you don't want a jet engine to ingest a bird. Right? And then I filled out a wildlife report, because what they need to know is what type of bird was it. And then when they clean up the bird, they will send a part of it, it's called snarge, to be investigated, so they know what kind of bird it was. And this helps. So yeah, there you go. But I was surprised about this when we saw the helicopter fall, that it was the geese that more than likely took the plane down.
May-Kay, that's why I always say we don't want to speculate until we get the results back
Let the
from
investigators
NTSB.
determine. That's right.
All right.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.